good flipping morning. Although, if it is the morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching this, hi, I'm Jack from Fantastic Paranormal, and if you have been here before, you know the rest. So, anyway, as I mentioned in, was it yesterday's video or the day before? I don't know, time's elapsing very weirdly, but anyway, just off to cemetery right here. This is my favorite one, and except, you know, I often come here just to chill and to relax. Honestly, for me, a cemetery is one of the most relaxing places I can be. You know, it's a place where, you know, barely anybody goes because I don't like people. You know, I'm not a people person, unless it's helping out mental health and all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's a quiet place. It's just where I like to come, be alone with my thoughts, and it's just a place to really freaking calm down. Well, because, well, look at it. But anyway, I wanted to come up here and just have some quiet time, be alone, and just have, I got some the PSB7 Jensen in my bag. I might try an EVP, I'm not sure, but I've done many sessions here, mostly because I love this place so much, and I don't know why. It just kind of, does anybody ever feel like, I'm not going to put it down to a supernatural or spiritual sort of thing, but does anybody feel like a natural sort of pull to, oh, there's a cat running through the, oh, don't even know if you can see that, it's gone now, but do you ever feel like a natural sort of pull to a certain location or whatever, or just wherever you go? And you know, from the video the other day, I've been thinking a lot more differently about, you know, what Annabella Cordoso said in that video, and you know, about that, you know, communicating with whoever or whatever they are is, you know, not about just sitting in cemeteries or whatever. I'm being a bit of a hypocrite now, but like sitting in cemeteries or whatever. But personally, this is the place where I like to come. And because I don't believe that spirits are just confined to one location, I think they can move around a bit, you know. If, you know, some people say spirits are energy, but surely wouldn't that dictate that energy can just move anywhere? You know, would they be trapped in a cemetery like this? If I was trapped here for an extended period of time, I'd probably get bloody bored, you know? I mean, you know, when people say they only haunt specific locations, I don't think that's true. You know, what if a spirit wants to leave? Does it just get up to the front gate of the cemetery and like a vampire and goes, oh no, I can't leave, I'm stuck. Right, lads, I'm coming back. You know, I don't believe that. That doesn't quite work for me. But then again, we don't understand, you know, the way the spirit world works in general. So, you know, it's just random thoughts I come out with. Why would they be confined if they're energy? That makes sense. Well, I don't know if they are, but anyway. When I was talking about communication and, you know, how, you know, I would like try and communicate with whatever or whoever they are, you know, just, you know, recording their voices, obviously, which is important, you know, a big part of it. But at the same time, I wasn't truly trying to get involved in the conversation or whatever. Mind you, like Life After Life Productions said, you know, Sam, like he said, you know, it's hard to have that sort of, that communication in a way, or that conversation, because we don't know who or what we're communicating with. So that is difficult to gauge, which is a really good point. But I just believe, you know, they talk when they want to talk. They are as direct as they want to be direct. You know, you can't force it. It just happens. And if it doesn't happen, you know, tough luck. It's just the way it goes. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe there might be energy here. Maybe there might be spirits hanging around. I don't know. Could be anything here. I could have a spirit stood next to me right now, Dave. And, you know, I would never know that. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm just going to have a walk around, you know, and it's about 5:30 now. And I'm just going to have a bit of a walk around. Or I often do try and ask if they're living, if they're dead. Well, not living, I should say. If they were living people once upon a time. I don't know what they are. They could just be energy in general. What that energy is, we have no idea. But just one more thing. There's one more thing about cemeteries which don't make any friggin' sense to me. Because, you know, I would surely think, if I died and my loved ones were left without me, like my children or, you know, Deanna, my partner, or whoever, or my parents, you know, if I died one day and, you know, let's just say I do become a spirit, you know, why, you know, when people try and communicate, you know, and they look at a headstone, they go, is Wilfred, Henry, whatever here? And, you know, just, I'm not sure people expect them to communicate, just because why would they be here? Wouldn't they be with their loved ones? I mean, I would think that's what I'd want to do, but they look at their headstone, they go, oh yeah, are you here? Well, in my mind, I very much doubt that. I think I'd much rather be with the people which I actually want to be with, you know. So there's just little things which, you know, a lot of people do, but yet nobody questions, you know, for whatever reason. They don't examine it and go, oh yeah, That doesn't quite make sense. If you're going to go off the logic that spirits... I nearly fucking slipped then. You know, if you're going to go off the logic that... I twisted my bloody ankle. If you're going to go off the logic that spirits are indeed dead people, you know, you got to sort of project your own sort of thoughts. What would you do? Would you want to hang around here? Or would you want to hang out with your kids that are still here? You know what I mean? You know, just little things like that. But anyway, I'm just going to try and just see what's around here in this beautiful cemetery. I do love this place. Okay. So if there is any energy, entities, spirits, or whatever you call yourselves, I've been here before, and you can use this to communicate with me if you choose to. You don't have to. Did you say okay? I'm not sure if that was radio or not, but is there anybody walking around with me right now?
Very kind.
Is anyone here? Can you see me? Yeah? You can see me? I've been here many times. I've been here many times and used this exact device. Does anybody recognise me? If there's any familiar ones here, do you recognise me at all? You know who I am? Can you tell me if you remember me? Let's try 200. Hey, is anyone here? I'm on a walk right now through the cemetery. I doubt anybody would want to hang out here, but maybe you do. Maybe you like this place, or maybe if you are from another reality or whatever, maybe it looks very different to you. Have you seen me before? Or heard in the past, something like that? You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. You can just tell me to bugger off if you like. You know, you can't just tell me to go away. It is fine. I won't take offence. You know, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. Might just be my eyes. I thought I saw somebody in the trees up there. Even though I doubt it, did I see somebody up there by the bench? I tell you what, if I go down to the small plot, because thing is, guys, I'm not sure when I'm walking through a cemetery. Maybe, I don't know, maybe energy works differently. Maybe every time I take a step, I'm stepping through into another sort of pocket or whatever of energy or reality. I don't know. Do you want me to stop? Do you want me to stop walking? Do you want me to stop walking? Take a sit down with you guys? Ooh, mushrooms. I wouldn't need them though. They'd probably be magic. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, I'm just looking down here. I'm not going to show you the headstones or anything, just for my families and everything. But right down here, there's a hole, which I think is about a foot deep. Which I think like there'd be an urn or something put in that. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and show it without showing the headstones. It's quite a deep hole down there. And so here we go. Ow! Bloody flip! Ah! I think I just cut the back of my leg on these. Hate you, nature. Yeah, I think I just cut myself on the back of the leg. Anyway, yeah, as I'm walking up here, you know, I do sometimes think, You know, when it comes to alternate realities, I've spoke about alternate realities before, and if you've never heard of this, I'm not even sure if it's my theory or if I just thought of it, but somebody else thought of it before, I don't know. But anyway, I thought of, what if ghosts are not dead people, or spirits aren't dead people at all? What if they are living, breathing people, just like me, in like another reality? So like a multiversal sort of thing, you know? And I spoke on doppelgangers as well in that video if you want to watch that, but I spoke about the possibility that some people have believed they've seen their doppelganger in haunted locations, or maybe attribute it. You know, it was in Norse mythology, it was spoken a lot in Norse mythology, I believe, but when they believe they see the doppelganger, it's a sign, you know, it's a spirit impersonating that they're going to die. But what if it's not? What if that ghost, if you like, alternate reality being is you, but in an alternate reality? And so the reason why we might see spirits is because when we see them, we are just peeking through into an alternate reality. We've seen into another dimension, as it were. And it's the same when you think you hear a voice in your ear and no one's there. Could that be a similar thing? Could it be just that, you know, we've got it all wrong and that spirits are... Well, I've always said we can't prove what spirits are, but what's the possibility they could be that? I don't know, maybe it challenges some paranormal investigators' beliefs or something like that. Maybe it challenges spiritual belief, I don't know. But this is the paranormal. You got to consider things like this, and there's infinite possibilities. Because so few answers, it's fun to speculate. Sorry, I'm next to a main road. So, what if that's a possibility? What if every time I take a step, I might be stepping through into a different timeline? So maybe it's like a multiversal sort of thing. We got Spider-Man No Way Home coming out, which I can't fucking wait, but that might be a possibility. Anyway, are we in a multiverse? I might ask the question, I don't know. But anyway, I'm at the church, so I'm going to walk around the front where the entrance is and just see what happens. Maybe I might get something, maybe not. Well, so this is just another random thought which popped in my head, but when you're walking around a cemetery, you know, a lot of people assume the cemeteries would be very haunted places. Personally, I don't think they are. I think they're some of the least haunted places because, you know, why? Why would you be confined here? Why would you hang around here? Like, what is the reason? It's just your dead body that's here. And let's just say, just for argument's sake, that somebody died and they're absolutely petrified of death. Let's just say they died and they had the fear of death. And they die, and they're buried and so on, you know, the spirit or whatever follows, you know, they're like to their funeral, whatever. And they just go, do I want to hang around in the cemetery? And then they poke their head through the ground and they look through, down, they see their decomposing body and go, nah, fuck that, I ain't staying here, you know? Wouldn't that freak them out? I don't know. So these are just random thoughts, but it's just random ideas and just fun to talk about. You know, you got to speculate because who knows? Anyway, I'm at the front. So let's just see what happens. If there's anybody here, just standing there. So, is there anybody here? Or anything here? 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 I don't want to offend you and assume you're something that you're not. Does anybody hang around here full time? And is able to just have a conversation for a minute? You might be here, right? You might be here right now, but just don't be offended. I can't see you. See, if anybody saw me doing this and didn't understand what I was doing, they'd think I was bloody mental. Have you got any reason to hang around this place? Yeah? Or did you say here? Oh! Is there anybody inside? Roll on. Anybody home? I'm so sorry, guys. Look, look at this cow who's just staring at me, staring me out. Right, mate? Move on. Is there anybody inside? Is there anybody home? Is there anybody in? There. That it would. That cow is still staring me out. It's a big old cow. Moo. I don't think he's going to talk. He looks pretty pissed off, actually. I don't know if you can see specifically through my eyes or whatever, but does this place look different? Right, I think that's pretty much it. But anyway, I'm just probably going to head back home now. I will go back through this, but I'll probably have one last go with the PSB7 as I'm walking up to the gate, just to see if maybe something or whoever or what they are maybe says goodbye. I don't know, we'll see. But you know, when it comes to spirit communication, you get what you get, and that's about it. You just get what you get. So whether they speak directly or not is up to them. You know, I think it's just free will. They are people, I don't know, but this is just I love this place. I love coming here, especially when it's dark. You could do a whole Buffy the Vampire Slayer reenactment, which would be wicked. Because like me and Deanna, we love Buffy. What a strange place for a tree to fall. Anyway, I always say as well, when I'm walking around, I will often just speak out loud. People would probably think I'm just mental or but whatever. But I often like speak out and just say, look, I apologize. You know, I can't always see you or hear you all the time, but you know, thank you if you did communicate. I always say thank you, and it's just my thing. I always say thanks. And I always say I will be back at some point, especially here, because I love it and I spend a lot of time here. But, you know, and I'm just thankful. I'm grateful for whatever they choose to say, even if it's just a few words in like a 20-minute session, whatever. I don't care. That's good enough. You know, anything is anything. And, you know, I will definitely try being more emotionally invested, or I should say sort of more involved in the conversation. If they are having a conversation, I don't know. It's hard to say, but I hope you understand what I mean. But anyway, I'm just going to do one last walk just up to the gate before I leave with the PSB7. There you go, I hope you can see that. Right guys, whoever is here, whatever's here, I'm going to go now. I'm just walking up to the gate. Do you have anything to say? Do you want to say anything just before I go? I'm sorry if I ask too many questions, I do apologise. But I do care, you know, if you want to talk, I do care. But what I do is, I will look back on this screen that you see. If you don't know what this is, it's a mobile phone what I can see myself in. Actually, just one last thing. Can you see yourself in my screen? Can you see yourself? Because I can see myself. Can you see? Right guys, I'm coming up to the gate now. Thanks for talking. Thanks for talking if you did. I very much appreciate this. Thank you, as always. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon, alright? Goodbye. Goodbye, see you soon.